Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do something a little different, something I've never done before, an instruction video. And since this is my first time, you're probably going to have to bear with me on some things as I muddle my way through this, but my intent is to show you how to build him by doing 4 different parts: a leg, an arm, since they're both pretty much the same except reversed, his torso, and then his head. So we'll do those separate parts, and also the AirPods, I'll do them as well. So as you can see, I've recolored Screenshot into a red and dark bluish gray, and I kind of like this. I wanted to build a second one with a different color scheme, and I just happen to have the pieces that I needed in those colors, so that's why I chose them. And since Screenshot is the name of the original, and he's red, I was thinking maybe Bloodshot. That might be already taken by something, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. So first we'll be showing you the parts of each section of him, and then I'll build it. Alright, let's go. So now we're going to build one of Screenshot's legs. First we'll look at some of the pieces. So there are a lot of these red tiles, red plates. We have some ball joints up here. We have kind of a sloped piece here. Some more dark bluish gray plates, some dark bluish gray tiles. We have these light bluish gray black brackets here. And we have some light bluish gray ball joints here. So now we're going to put together the leg. So first we snap together these 2 ball joints. They're going to be opposite each other. Then we're going to add, we're going to add this light bluish gray ball joint. Twist it sideways like that. And then for the, we're going to start building the upper thigh. Add this 2x2 plate, 1x2, slope piece, corner bracket, and this tile. Now we have kind of the upper thigh complete. On this side we're just going to put the 1x2s. We're going to start building the back of the thigh, which is we're just going to do a couple of these 1x2 dark bluish gray plates. And then we're going to do one of these brackets in the front here. And we're going to add a 2x3 plate. I'm going to put the dark bluish gray tile and red tile there. Then we're going to add one more dark bluish gray plate and another bracket. This obviously uses a lot of brackets. Alright, and then we're just going to put a 2x2 red tile. Then we have the upper thigh done. Now we're going to work on the lower leg. So first, I'm going to take one of these little 1x1 tiles, and then a 1x4. Underneath that we'll put 1x2 plate, a 1x4 and this little ball joint here, 1x3 plate. Now we do the brackets, and we're going to do a 2x4 plate, a 1x4 plate, or 1x4 tile, I should say. 1x1 tile, another 1x1 tile. That side's done. And we add another 1x4 plate, these two brackets. Add this here, right there. We're almost done the leg. Now just to build the foot. So we have the foot here. I'm going to have, oops, one of these there, that there, that there. It kind of looks like this at the moment. Then I'm going to put that there. I'm going to sit this little 1x2 right there. And we're going to connect that there. And last piece there. Connect that. And we have 2 feet, or legs. Alright, now we're moving on to the arm. We are ready to do the arm. So, in the end it'll look like this. Here. So first we start with this ball joint, attach, again going the opposite way, and then we have this bracket piece. The opposite side we have 1x2 and the 2x2. Okay. And we have this 1x2 there, this corner bracket, or corner plate here. And we have a slope piece, other corner plate. We have a 1x1 dark bluish gray, and a tile that sits on top of that, 1x1, and a 2x2 tile there. Pretty much have the upper part of the arm there. And for the lower part, we take this 1x2, 1x3 tile, and we take this rounded bar here, 1x1. That there, if you have, I don't happen to have any light bluish gray ones, but that could work any color really. I mean, you can color it however you want. And then this little 1x1 clip here attaches to that. And you have this little bracket that attaches like this. And then you have this 1x1 here. Last but not least, this 2x4 plate. So, there you have an arm. Now to move on to the torso. Okay, now we've come to the torso, which is the biggest section. And you can tell because it has the most amount of pieces. It has lots of these dark bluish gray tiles, lots of red plates, a couple of these red hinge pieces here. It also has some very rare pieces that might make this build a bit difficult for some people. It's got these, what they call maxi-fig hands, and it's like a rounded 1x1 with a hole through it, and then it has a toe ball on it. It's an older part, but it also has come in some somewhat recent sets. But they, I believe, are discontinued, and you can probably find them on Bricklink, but they're pretty expensive. Anyway, I happen to have a whole bunch of the yellow ones. I don't have too many of the reds, but anyway, so those are going to be difficult to find, and I don't know if there might be a way to work around them with other pieces. I don't know, but that's what I use. So then we have some ball joints up here. We also have the top of a turntable here because it's pretty flat and allows, it's got that little nub on the top there, but otherwise it's pretty flat. I like to use those pieces. And there's also a rounded 2x2 tile there. This one happens to have a hole in it. You don't have to. And the original build, this is going to be the button in phone mode, and the original build had that the same color as the phone itself. In this case, I couldn't find a red one, so I just used a dark bluish gray one. Alright, let's get into it. So first we grab one of these 2x2s, turn it upside down, and then attach the maxi-fig hands, like so. Then we grab one of these ball joints here. Then you grab another one of the 2x2s, sandwich it together so it's nice and solid. You're going to take the ball joint, snap it on there. Then another one is going to go on top of that. I'm going to take one of the other ball joint, add that on. Another one on top of that. And one final one. So all of this will be kind of like the waist and chest assembly in robot mode, as well as the kind of the front of the screen and in phone mode, this side here. Alright, so now we've got kind of the spine, I guess. So we're going to add one of these here. One by two, that. Then we're going to add these red hinge pieces here. That. That'll eventually be his shoulders when they fold down, and the head will go between there. For now we can just keep it up. Then in the back, we're going to put this corner bracket, or corner plate here, one on each side. And then we're going to take one of these 1x3s on each section there, turn it around. We're going to actually put a 1x1 here, and a 1x1 here. Then we're going to put the red toe ball, or maxi-fig hand I should say. Attach that there. Like that. And we're going to put these. Now in my original build, these were actually reverse 1x3 tiles. I don't have them in red, so I just used a regular 1x3 plate, and it doesn't really matter. The tile's a little smoother from the back view of the phone, but either way it doesn't really matter too much. It's not going to make that big of a difference. It holds it nicely in place though. Alright, so we're almost done torso. Now we flip it around, and we're going to start adding the pieces that will become the supports for the screen. First, we're going to build kind of his waist and lower torso section here. I'm going to put these guys there. So these 1x4s just kind of go right over the ball joint pieces, like that. And I'm going to do like that. I'm going to put these little 1x1s on here. And this one, it folds down and it just kind of fills out the chest a little nicer in robot mode. Add these 1x4s here. And I'm going to start putting all these big 2x4 tiles on. Like that. And then add another here. And just keep working our way down. Last 2x4 tile. So this will be the front of the screen. And then you add that little top of the turntable there. Flip that over. Put a 1x2 plate. And then the 2x2 rounded tile for the button. Like I said, it can be, if you have one the same color as the body, that's fine. And depends on what you prefer as far as, do you like the one with the hole? My original had just the solid 2x2 rounded tile without the hole, so either way it's personal preference. So right now, here's the torso all done. And what we can do is, right now it's kind of in phone torso mode. We can change it to robot mode by just moving that. Right. Let's bring these down. There's kind of his torso. Then we'll be moving on to kind of his head and spine, I guess. And then finally we'll work on the AirPods. We're going to work on the head and spine, so these are the pieces that make it up. We have a couple of these kind of reverse 1x2 slope pieces. I guess that, they're a newer piece, so they're probably a little harder to find. We have just a regular 1x2 with a bar. We have these couple droid arms. Again, this piece is kind of a, it's a newer piece. It's like a kind of sloped, angled 1x2 piece there. Build requires 2 of them for the face, and if you don't have them, you could always do something else with the face. And there's a couple 2x2 red tiles, 1x2 red tile. Here's a reverse tile. You don't necessarily need that. I like it more for aesthetics to smooth out the back, but you could just use a regular 2x2 plate. Then you have these 1x2 bars. I have a couple ball joints, this bracket, and then these 2 little rounded 1x1 plates, and those are going to be the eyes. You can pick whatever color you want, really. I mean, I just happened to grab blue. It's a nice contrast, I thought, but again, it's kind of personal preference. Alright, let's get going on this build. So, first we start with the 1x2 with the bar, and then we add these reverse slopes here. Okay, then we add the droid arms. Click them right on there. going that way. Then each droid arm gets a 1x2 bar. We add this 1x2 tile, 2x2 tile there. Flip it over. Add the ball joint here, and then the reverse tile. Hold that into place. It's nice and secure. And you add the other part of the ball joint. And underneath that, you're going to put the bracket. And you're going to add this 1x2 plate and the two kind of angled slope pieces. They form like the face mask. And you have the 1x2 plates there for the eyes. And finally, you add the 2x2 tile to kind of give him like a nice helmet there. Alright, that's kind of his like spine and head assembly. Moving on to the AirPods. Last but not least, we have the AirPod. So this is a pretty simple build, and so it's got this 2x2 kind of rounded piece here, then a 2x2 rounded tile with a stud in the middle, and this kind of little mini satellite dish, and just a 1x1 rounded tile, little Technic piece, another Technic piece here, these two Technic pins. Alright, so let's put this together. Start with the rounded 2x2 there. You add the 2x2 tile there, and you add the little radar dish piece on top of that. Sandwich those together, and then the Technic piece there, and you put the kind of cross end of the axle into that end, and then the other Technic pin, the piece will go right over that. Click that into place. Then this little Technic pin goes in that hole, leaving the stud there, and then you just cap it off with the 1x1 rounded tile. There you have an AirPod. I'm really happy with how this came out. The design's pretty simple, but pretty effective too, I think. Alright, let's see what he looks like all put together. Okay, here he is in all his parts, and we're just going to snap the legs and arms on, and then attach the head. So we'll take the socket end, snap that right into the little Maxifig hand. Same with the other side. Yeah, I have some legs. Just kind of move this maxi hand, fig hand down. Oopsie. Broke that off. Attach that. Move the other one down a little. Attach this guy. Turn it around. And you get the studs on there. Attach them to the anti-studs in the back here. Flip it up. Flip your head around. There you go. Nice and positioned. We have screenshot all posed up, or bloodshot I guess in this case. So I hope you enjoyed this instruction video, and hopefully you're able to build them, find all the pieces. If you do, yeah, shoot me a comment and let me know what you think. So until next time, you guys take care. Bye-bye.